Hi, I'm Fran Tarkenton, and I played football in the National Football League for 18 years. And I really want to speak to you, the fan, you, the players, and you, the owners, about this dispute between the NFL players and the owners that's gone on far too long. I'm here in my office in Atlanta. This is my home. I grew up in Athens, Georgia. I was a bulldog, and over the years, I've built 20 companies. I've lived the American dream. I came from humble beginnings, and I had a chance to play football for 18 years in the National Football League, and I had a chance to start businesses and have a degree of success in all of it. I have here in Atlanta, I've got 4 children, 10 grandchildren, a great wife, and a great life. I've really lived the American dream, and I could not have done that without the NFL. If I didn't have the chance to play football in the National Football League and have that platform and learn from that platform, I could have never made it. Because I learned so many lessons, and one of the lessons was teams win, individuals don't. I had to have great teammates and great coaches and great owners and a great organization. We're all together. And that's what makes this league what it is. I go back to the roots. Sid Luckman, the great Chicago Bear quarterback. Otto Graham, maybe the greatest quarterback that ever lived. They were my mentors. I learned from them. I played against the great John Unitas, and on my wall here I have a picture of John Unitas and Don Shula and I back in 1965 at a Pro Bowl game. I have a picture on this wall of Bronco Nagurski, who I met some 20, 30 years ago up in International Falls, Minnesota. One of the great icons of professional football. Played for the Chicago Bears. I got to play in my first game 50 years ago on September 17th, 1961, when the Vikings were a new franchise. We played the Chicago Bears. Their owner, their coach, their general manager was George Halas. He was the founder of the National Football League, and his family still owns the league. Green Bay Packers, who I played against twice every year. They were owned by 112,000 stockholders in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've known the Rooney family forever. I knew the grandfather of the present owner of the president of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Art Rooney. And I knew Art Rooney back in the early 60s when he didn't have enough money to make his team win and to make it work. And then a miracle happened in the National Football League in the 60s. I mean, a real miracle. All the teams from New York to Los Angeles to Green Bay, Wisconsin said, let's pool our money in the television pool and just share it equally. Can you imagine that Wellington Mara, the owner of the Giants, and his son now runs the Giants, John Mara, he decided, you know, rather than take all the money that the media would give him in New York or the Hallases in Chicago, they said, let's spread it equally to Green Bay and Chicago and Detroit and to Minnesota and thereabouts. And that made the National Football League. It enabled Green Bay to compete. It enabled Pittsburgh to compete. And lo and behold, they played in the Super Bowl this last year. What a great legacy. Players, we're so grateful to have the opportunity to play in this league. We need owners. Owners need players. And we both need the fans. And all of us have watched this adversarial thing go on, and we've seen, you know, we're litigation and decertifying the union and locking out the players and threatening lawsuits. And now we read every day about lawyers are involved. And my appeal to all of you people out there, to you fans, make your voices heard. To you owners and to you players, think of what we've got here. We got the most successful sports franchise in the history of the world, $9.3 billion of revenue. Players have never made so much money. Conditions have never been better. Owners have never created the revenue that they've created today, and we have the best owners we've ever had. We got the best players we've ever had. We got people that care about the game. You're not adversarial with each other. You're not each other's enemies. You're each other's partners. We need one another. And I'm going to just ask you, owners and players, get rid of the anger, get rid of the ego, get rid of the lawyers. Take the lawyers out of the room. Jerry Jones, call Peyton Manning and Ray Lewis, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Get in a room You're a good man, Jerry Jones. These guys are good players and good people. Let's get in a room and get the lawyers out of the way. This is a big pie to split up. Let's figure out what would be best for the players and for the owners and for the fans and get a deal done before it's too late. Let's don't jeopardize this season. We all want to watch football. It's a favorite thing we do. We don't want to give it up. We want to see you great players play and you owners build a league that's better than ever. And all you people that are watching this video, I want you to send it to every person that you know. Send it to every player, players, every owner, owners, every fan, fans, and let's make it heard around this country. Get together, owners and players, and make it happen. You can do it.